Hello, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to Mobile Live Football. And today we're back again with a very hot topic. We're going to discuss about all the matches that were played this weekend. Of course, Manchester United fans have had a disastrous weekend. They've
We won.
lost
We won in
6-3
the
to
second
Manchester
half.
City.
Man City won the first half
And
4-0. The second half we
okay,
won 3-2.
yes, but it was not enough to overturn what the damage that had already been done in the first half. So, what do you have to say, Kenan, from that match? I mean, it
First
was
off,
it,
I'm not
yeah.
I'm not shocked.
You're
Well,
not
I'm shocked.
shocked.
I'm shocked, but
Yes,
I'm not
exactly.
surprised because I
Okay.
I expected us to if the best was to be the best, to at least get away with
Yeah,
a draw,
yeah.
because most of my feelings were leaning towards us losing.
Okay.
Yeah. Then when the lineup checks, the Man City
Yeah.
lineup, I saw they are missing their two first choice center backs.
Exactly.
Then the first choice midfielder CDM, the best in the league, was missing also.
Yeah.
Then after a few minutes, when the game started, Kyle Walker walks off injured.
Exactly.
So I'm like, this game, I think we can get something, because Gundogan, the last time Gundogan played as a CDM, Chelsea
Yes,
actually
they
won the
lost.
Champions League.
Exactly. They lost against Chelsea. So
Yeah,
you
so I
thought
was thinking that
it was that day when Peppers alikuwa overthink.
overtake the process, and I think we might get a draw, or even
Yeah. Yeah.
sneak a win.
Exactly.
Then the game starts.
Mm-hmm.
The first, actually hata iko imefika first minute,
Yeah.
sekunde ya 36, I started complaining,
Yeah.
because me, how I rate players is what they do off possession.
Exactly.
Rashford was walking. Ederson had time to scan where to pass.
Yeah.
So in that process, Bruno had to come to press Ederson. That's in the first minute. Hata
Yeah.
si ati ni second half yenye unaweza player amechoka. Hiyo ilikuwa the
Yeah.
first minute. Bruno came to press Ederson. But you know Ederson is good on the ball. So he picked up
Yeah.
a pass where Bruno left the space.
Yeah.
Just like you attacked, KDB had the first shot, ikaenda nje. That's when I knew, hapa it's a wrap. Hapa hakuna kitu tuna nini?
Unajua
Tunapata.
leo we're going to be cooked.
But I didn't expect a score of 6. Because I thought after the first goal went in,
Yeah.
then itatuamsha turudi kwa game juu clearly tulikuwa nje.
Yeah.
But then venye game inaendelea kuproceed, we are not getting into the game. We are not aggressive. We are just passive. We are all over the place. Watu are stick to their positions. People are not
Yeah.
tracking runners. We are not cohesive, I mean.
Especially on that. In fact, most of your players were not tracking their runners. Even Ericsson
Exactly.
today himself, yeah?
Actually, the fourth goal,
Yeah. The first goal.
even the fourth, kwanza
Yeah.
tuanzie the first half, the fourth goal.
Yeah. Exactly.
Ericsson could have committed a tactical foul to stop the
Yeah.
attack and get a
Yeah.
yellow card.
Yeah.
Ingezuia bao ya pili, bao ya nne. Then the third goal, Malacia could
Yeah.
have tackled someone down there. Or even if
Exactly.
Casemiro was on the pitch, he could have tackled before. Like, City, we allowed them space to run, to think, even to make a decision in our final third.
Yeah, sure.
Even before the game began, Haaland talked about that pass. He said KDB has the ability to make that pass, that outswing yenye napita mbele ya madefender hivi hadi uko mwisho. So what I do when KDB has the ball is I make a run.
Yeah.
And when I make a run, the chances are that I'll score.
Exactly.
Tukamwacha akakimbia. Then the second goal, I feel like Varane angekuwa somehow tunge defend against juu alikuwa hiyo ndio tena aliumia akatoka nje. Then Erikson was put up against Haaland. Unaweza against Haaland ku defend corner, honestly.
That was too much.
Exactly. So I feel like the goals that City scored, ingekuwa versus Chelsea, Arsenal, like zingekuwa avoided. Maybe wangefunga njia zingine. Like we didn't even lose, we were punished because we didn't stand. Yeah. So it was a nice wake up call, a harsh one on the fans, but a good one to the players. Because waliona tumeshinda game 4 wakakuwa way too comfortable. Maybe wakaona
yeah, exactly. But I don't know whether you realize something that Pep did today. You see, normally, I don't know whether you realize something that Pep did today, especially with his fullbacks. Most of the time, his fullbacks wanakuja ndani, but this time around they didn't. They didn't.
Of course, because they knew.
They knew that you guys, if they lose the ball, if they lose the ball, you have fast wingers.
Exactly.
The likes of Rashford and maybe Anthony. So leo walikuwa wanakaa wide sana. Most of the time walikuwa wanakaa wide sana, and every time you guys mkipata ball ilikuwa ni easy sana for them to track you, especially your wingers. So and I think mtu kama Ten Hag alikuwa anataka ku exploit on that, especially when they get the ball, especially the way you played against Arsenal.
Yeah.
So this time Pep aliwapata hapo. I think aliwapata hapo
sana. Alikuwa smart. Now I think what Ten Hag could have done, if it was Mourinho angemake sub when he's 2-0 down.
Exactly.
I don't know what made Ten Hag wait all that long up to the second half when the damage is already done. 4-0 down away versus Man City. Hakuna venye una come back.
Hakuna vile una come back. And then again, the other thing, it's like you guys were so nervous when you look at Rashford. Rashford alikuwa akipoteza most of the balls. I don't know why he was not relaxed today.
Everyone was so nervous. Even Malacia. Actually, Dalot had a yellow card. Sijui in 1 minute. Then 4 minutes later Malacia akapata yellow card. So tulikuwa tunacheza kwa edge. Like walikuwa wametense. Yeah, so hizo vitu zilitucost. Like the first half nayo ilitu waste kabisa.
The first half was a disaster.
You see our gameplay ilikuwa ya second half. Tulikuwa tucheze hivyo game mzima. Then we score, we sit back, then allow City to possess hiyo nini, wa try ku unpack hiyo bus. Then again we hit on the counters. But then tulikuwa tushakuwa outsmarted. We received our 4 goals. But we lost versus a good side. It's not that they are too good. We made it easier for them to play through us. So that's the problem.
You see, by the fact that they allowed you guys to score the 3 goals, it means that these guys can also be scored. And especially if you look at when you look at the second goal, I think the second goal was an open play goal. That Marshall goal. Hiyo boy Marshall, I think if you guys were competing from the 60, mungewatishia kidogo. Because niliona, of course, as you said, they didn't have their best defense, and especially they didn't have a recognized DM. So if you guys could have mungekuwa mnatulia na mpira, at least mna exchange 3 or 4 passes in a movement, in a transition, you going forward, you could have caused problem. You saw when Fred came in and also Casemiro came in, Who else came in? I think Casemiro came in, Fred came in, and who else? Marshall, right?
Marshall, yeah.
Yeah, Marshall. And again, Lindelof alikuwa more relaxed at least. Wakati alikuja, you guys were at least relaxed and you guys mlikuwa mnapeana passes zenye zilikuwa zinafika. So if you started that way, I think you could have caused some problem. The only problem today is that you guys were not brave enough to possess the ball in tight spaces and also string 2 or 3 passes in a row. I think that was the problem today. It's not that this Manchester City team was so good. I don't think they were that good. But especially, as you said, the basics ndio mkufanya poa, like tracking back, trying to pass. You people are nervous every time. Unapata mtu kama Rashford akishika bola akijaribu kupass, even anapiga blind pass, and definitely ukifanya hivyo wanaanza transition, and when start transition, if they know mtu kama nani akishika ball, De Bruyne alikuwa akishika mpira akidribble ama akirun, most of the time you guys backpedal, and when you backpedal the pressure is on the defense,
of course.
You see, sasa ulikuwa unaona, I think that game you guys, you didn't deserve to lose by that margin, because you came in the second half, you played very well, and you won the tie in the second half.
Yeah, we did, and that was the plan of the game. But then in the first half we didn't execute everything okay. Like we were so poor in all aspects.
Exactly.
But on a flip side, in as much as you don't change a winning team, I think you have to be flexible depending on who you are facing. Because today, I think on Friday you told me that Casemiro has to start this game.
Yeah, sure.
And clearly this was his game. Because he can tackle and he can pass. City are good on the ball. Kila mtu. So we need someone there mwenye, okay, tunakimbishwa. He can help Erikson dictate the tempo.
Yeah.
But then Maxos alikuwa nje, then coach akatake time kumtoa. Yeah. So the second half, at least we tried to hold the ball. We tried to be proactive. And even the 2 goals that City scored were from breaks because we overcommitted players.
Yeah, and even the last game, the last goal they scored, it was a bit of confusion. People thought that he was offside.
Yeah, and even the ball kwanza ilikuwa imetoka nje.
Yeah, it was out of play. That one, honestly, mbona VR imeonyesha kabisa it was out of play, and they still allowed the goal. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, so like hizo aside, City deserved to win, but not with the 6 goal nini.
Sure, that was. I think you guys, you have to learn from that, and especially as you've said, the basics in football are so important. You see, kama Champions League. Sasa you see in Champions League unapataka goals zikifungwa rahisi because of the small margins, small details, such as those things, basics. If you don't track your man, if you don't do the right passes, if you don't have the confidence to at least progress the ball forward, that's where the problems inakuja. Because you look at Manchester City today, most of their, especially kutoka kwa midfield kwenda mbele, how players walikuwa so gassed today. Mtu kama HALAAND, he was getting into every pocket to find some space to shoot. And that was the problem today. Because remember the 2 goals that he scored today, imetoka from him finding a space in between your defenders and scoring.
Exactly.
Yes, that was a problem. Now unaona mtu kama, if we had someone like Casemiro angekuwa na track hizo run zake kuingia kwa box ana drop. Yeah, ana drop kwa box kwenda kusaidia our defenders. So it was, I think the basics, they were not done right today. Yeah,
and we were punished. But it's a good wake up call. I think the manager now has to think again and decide on who nani ana deserve kuanza, nani anafaa rest. This team was growing way too comfortable. We won against Arsenal with the same team. We won against Liverpool. So akaona maybe this is the right, hii ndio key. But then it was proved wrong because
the other thing I realized, and I think I told you, I don't know whether ni wewe nilikwambia, I told you that Rashford anakuwa na problem fulani. When he's too comfortable, huwa anapoteza ile hanga. Anapoteza ile hanga yenye huwa nayo, because I remember he's the one who requested to play as a striker ile game ya Liverpool, and he performed very well. But today he got a chance now to prove himself in a big game, but he didn't. Yes,
he was passive, walking around the field.
You'd rather had Ronaldo. Mungekuwa na Ronaldo kwa uwanja, then you could have known mnacheza na mtu mwenye hawezi kupress, hawezi kufanya nini. But for him, he has the energy, he's young,
and everything, the pace,
he has everything. Why?
He was just walking around.
He exactly, he was just walking around.
Yeah, so that cost us.
Simu yangu hii nataka kuzima. Okay, let's continue.
That cost us the game today, but I think it's way too early because we are 2 points off top 4 with a game in hand. Sisi na nyinyi.
Even City, right? Oh no, they played.
City played. Ni Man U versus Liverpool, then us versus Leeds ndio zilikuwa cancelled. So it's not that we are that off, so we can't just write off the coach immediately. Then City are yet to play versus Arsenal, so either way, either both teams ama moja ita lose points kwa hiyo game. Then City is yet to play Spurs.
Exactly.
Now sisi tuko yet to play Spurs, so but it's way too early. I think we are headed into the right direction, though we have a lot of work to do. Ndio tufike level.
There were positive in the second half. That one, at least, I even told the guys that we were watching this game with, Cambia, the 3 goals that you scored, you guys, were positive. Especially the second goal. The second, of course, the first goal was a solo effort. I think that was a solo effort, even though there was some accidents of passes, but below himself, he plays your ball. I think that is individual brilliance. That goal, true. I think it was hiyo ilikuwa ni a proper team goal. Teamwork, and then it was kudos to the striker because alifollow your ball vizuri. So I think that
even the penalty.
Exactly.
Even before Martial won the penalty, we stringed some passes.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, we won the penalty. So there's some positivities to pick, but then it was a good wake-up call. I hope this is the last time we are conceding 6.
I don't remember when we conceded. The last time we conceded 6, I think it was when we had Sarri in our club. I mean, so many things have happened.
Etihad, right?
Yeah, it's Etihad, yeah. So, you guys have been conceding 6. I remember you lost 6 against Spurs when Mourinho was there.
Yeah.
But I think that season, that's when you finished second.
Of course. That's when we finished second.
Yeah, I think there's no need to worry at the moment. You've only lost 3 games in a season so far. At least you can pick the positive from the second half. So again, from what you saw from City, do you think they're now unstoppable?
They're unstoppable. I'll give you an example. If it was City versus Chelsea,
the
only goal that City could have scored is the corner. And that's if Koulibaly was not playing. Because the Chelsea players were like, kuna something that Tuchel aliweka in them. Usiache mtu akupite. Mtu asikupite bila wewe kujaribu. Yesterday I saw Mason Mount get a yellow card. Mason Mount, you can say, is not the strongest in the club, but that guy is aggressive. I saw him get a yellow card for that. So that's why I said vitu tu hivyo. Hizo vitu zingekuwa avoided na a tactical foul. Yeah, so they are a good side, but they can be beatable. Yeah, so bado hawajakuwa ile City yenye ilikuwa unstoppable, ile yenye wamedominate kila kitu. I think in the second half before they scored that one goal, we dominated. There's an instance we had possession from the 46th minute. I did like 51.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so we had some moments in the second half, but then tulikuwa cha lose hope juu. Bao nne.
Baone zilikuwa nyingi.
The only guy who played for United today is Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony did try. Hata kuna he was a bit creative too. It's only that he didn't have someone to partner with.
And what I loved about him most ni alikuwa na track back.
Yeah.
I saw him in our final third. Anachenga mtu ndiye apate space hapo.
Yeah, exactly.
So I love that. Yeah,
sure.
So I love that. In the next game, I hope nani afanye changes. Ten Hag.
Okay, now let's talk about Haaland. Haaland was scoring 3 goals. Kwa hizo goal zake zote, I think the third goal ilifika sana. The way he got that, alikuja katikati ya defense hapo, then he got a goal. I mean, that was brilliant.
Me, I think the second goal.
Yeah.
I don't think kuna mtu sahi anaweza funga boka hiyo is world football sahi.
Even the second goal was hiyo ilikuwa kali. Hiyo hata I think that is what they do in training.
Yeah. Even you say that the pass and the goal.
Yeah.
Then kuna timu nyingine inafanya hivyo.
Maze hiyo laxity, yani hiyo you see those are things that you try in training bana.
And they paid off in the pitch. In a
exactly.
derby.
Yeah.
Yeah, so ongera kwake na it will take a time to be stopped. It will take a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a beast. He's unstoppable for now.
Exactly. Welcome, Sydney, man.
Thank you so much.
Today you lost a derby. Are you happy about that? Or are you sad about it?
I'm not sad because I'm not sad because we won second half.
Is that possible?
We won second
half. Is that
half.
What you expect? Oh, you won second half. You guys have been consoling yourself about that.
Yeah, we won second half. So aggregate of three goals only. That's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the positives that you took from that game? Because now, the first half was a disastrous from you.
Okay.
Most of your players were doing the basics right.
So what I can my general observation about the game today is that for the first half, we had players had not got the momentum well. So you found that we conceded so easily to some extent. But what you saw in second half that they played some football at least. I was seeing like the position was too bad at the first half. So that was so worrying me, and this could cost us some points. Yeah. So what I'm seeing, there's some improvement. The goals, however, the goals were scored quickly, but there's some improvement. You see, there is some teamwork. Yeah, I have a lot of things to say about positive that I saw in Manchester United. I know people are trolling us, but
you don't want the trolls.
Currently, except the trolls, because when other teams lose, I always troll them.
Yeah.
To the end. Time to be trolled today, but I accept. I'm the Murife now. I can't run.
You should run now because problems are coming. The way I saw you play today, I don't think you are doing well. You should run. If you don't, then
we'll bite you. And we are the majority.
If you don't run, then the dog
will shall be there.
Of course, you're the majority, but you continue
No,
suffering.
wait.
You know, then when the majority suffers, everyone feels it.
Okay, but we are
So
there
tell
to
me about,
continue.
of course,
We are so loyal that
we've been seeing Ericsson. Ericsson has been your best player for, I think, in the past 4 games. He's been playing well. McTominay, the partnership between McTominay and Ericsson has been doing well. But today, I think there's something that missed.
okay. What I assessed with I will start with the defense that this derby became so new to both with all the four. You see, however,
Yeah,
Dalot has been there for this season, but
yeah,
he hasn't played in a be of such. So you see, there is that frustration. You see, we saw who got the first. We had Dalot and Malaysia. You saw.
yeah.
So like it gave them some, I can say what, they were not confident about it. So they thought there is something known as derby. So it was so new to them. That was my assessment using the back four. For the mid, you see,
Yeah.
Man City is a possessing team. It's a highly possessing team. So we expected that the midfield of Man United to be disbanded, and you could see they disbanded everything. Though we were happy that Rodri was not there, so I should not expect I should not imagine if he was there.
Today, of course, Kenan is telling me that when he saw the lineup, he was very sure that Pep is overthinking again. He thought that today you guys are going to surprise him, but unfortunately,
Okay,
it was.
yes, he saw the same, but we came weak.
Yeah. And again, I think Manchester City took their chances well. When they got them, they took their chances well. Although in the first half, I think there are some chances that they missed. And you guys, kama mngeingia kwa game, mngerudi kwa game in the first half, at least mfanye kama vile mlifanya first half. Hata kama ni 10 minutes, you guys mngewashtua kidogo, because I saw them miss some chances. And you guys, kama mngepata the chances, ama mngetumia the chances the way you did in the second half, as from minute 70, you guys could have made that game to be balanced.
And always, I've always been telling you that when you see Manchester concede for the first time, for the first goal, it's always that team spirit of fighting spirit is always dimmed down. So you find them, the king of back was just Laguna. But the current coaches that when you concede fast, it's a sack. So you have to recollect yourself. When a team like City is pressing you, you're still trying to recollect yourself. That's also. I'm not blaming Man United so much, but it's the reality that was there. Is that when we are scored, when we concede fast, there that fighting spirit always came out. So trying to recollect yourself, you find you are recollected at the 70th minute. So that's too late.
So you still don't think that Manchester City are too good? Like you don't really feel that Manchester United deserve to lose with that margin, because Manchester City did not show the game. I mean, the one that you expected. I mean, they did. The results were a bit flattering, or the scores were a bit flatter.
Sam?
Yes, are you getting me?
Can you hear me, Sam? I'm hearing that you're lost already.
No, I'm hearing you.
Okay. Pardon, whatever you've said, to be clear, you've said whatever Man City showed today is what we didn't expect, and they showed. If I've understood you well, is that whatever I saw in my assessment is that Man City did not show what I expect. Is that what you said?
No, I'm saying, or maybe in simple terms, do you think that Manchester City outclassed I mean, do you think that they really deserve to score 6 goals?
I can see this challenge with the network. Let me reconnect.
Okay, thank you. Sydney,
Yes, yes. Are we okay?
you're there?
Yeah.
So,
Should it
do you
be
believe?
network or mine?
I don't know what is the problem, but in fact, I'm getting you. I'm getting each and every bit of what you're saying. For me, I'm getting you. I don't know whether you're getting
Okay.
me from your side.
Okay. However, pardon your question. Sorry for this.
And so the question is, do you think that Manchester City outclassed you today? Or it's just because you
No.
didn't do some things right, like the basics?
Okay, if you saw, every team was creating a lot of chances. They had a lot of creativity. But to the side of Man City, they had a lot of chances. They created, they maximized their chances. However, it's only 2 players that scored, but it's not the Man City I expected to play. Also, the Man United that played today is not what I expected. So the match, however, it had a lot of goals, but it's what not I expected everything to be there. I expected a multiple of to score, not just the two. Now that our defense will be focusing on HALAAND, that one like Grealish should have his season or whatever. Expected some from Bernardo Silva if that teamwork.
Okay.
If that teamwork was to be there, also from it's that they were shown or they were shown shine more than Man United. We underperformed, but we performed. It's that.
Okay. What do you have to say about HALAAND now? I mean, he's been scoring hat-tricks. He has 3 hat-tricks already this season. I mean, he's breaking the records. I think he's the fastest player to get the 3 hat-tricks in fewer matches. I think in how many matches? 8 matches.
Yeah. So what I can say, my comment about that is that HALAAND came to a team that was lacking a number 9. Man City is just a ready team that it was lacking number 9 last season. So, like adding salt to the water from the ocean. Yeah. So, like we expect the same. A new challenge. He can get a new challenge. He's going to a team that is still rebuilding. Like a team that is rebuilding itself. That's an already made team. Man City is an already, even team B or team A is an already made team, to my view.
But I think he challenged himself at Dortmund. I think Dortmund was not that. He wasn't in the same level as Manchester City. That's and again, when he was there, he scored goals. I mean, he has good records of scoring goals. When he was at Salzburg, that's where he came from. He was able to change himself and he scored goals. So he has been climbing the ranks. I mean, he's good. I think he's good.
Yes, then he has a team that is good. Tell him to. Will you?
Sorry.
When you take him to Nottingham Forest, will he perform the same?
I think he will, because one thing that the weapon that he has, he knows how to position himself, and that is one of the weapons that he has. He knows how to position himself into spaces where he'll get a chance and score. That's what he did today. In fact, the first two goals, no, his second goal and the third goal, out of positioning and even having instincts. You see, I think he's good in positioning. He knows where to run, he knows where to stand, and he knows how to place himself to take a shot, slide in.
Yeah.
I think he's quality.
He's a nice. I can't say that, but he's just a nice guy. But we should also add to that comment that Man City is an already made team. Reality.
Yeah, of course. You see, for now, the only challenge that he had is to fit into a big team, a bigger team than Manchester City, probably Real Madrid. That's the only place that he can go. He's just headed to the top. I don't think he'll need to go back to the basics or to a small team, because that's where he came from. He came from Salzburg. He's played for Dortmund. You see, so the only challenge he has is to whether he will fit in a big team like Real Madrid. What do you think, Kenan?
Haaland will fit to any team as long as he takes his chances. He will score even for Wigan. Yeah. So that's never a doubt on what he can do. He can deliver.
Yeah.
The same way Fergie said. Ronaldo can play for any team and score a hat-trick because he takes his chances.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so no doubt about that.
I think these are clever players. I mean, intelligent players who knows where to play at what time and how to play. They are very good at doing that.
Positioning is key. The movements in and out of the box.
Yeah.
And where
as long as their feet and their eyes can see, I think they can always do wonders. So let's talk about Liverpool. Liverpool seems to be in trouble. Yeah, they're not getting over.
I'm enjoying.
Yes.
And I'm enjoying.
What do you think is the problem at Liverpool? It seems that the defense nowadays is leaking in goals.
They're burnout. The burnout.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hakuna hapo excuse that your midfield you what ni burnout. Wamechoka.
Yeah.
They are not as sharp as they were in last season. So that's playing every possible game made them tired. And now they are paying for that. Because honestly, you see Trent sitting down in the 4th minute versus Trossard.
Trossard.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
He scored a hat-trick, baby.
He scored a hat-trick, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Pandishwa Bay. Every time, next time when you go get him, utasikia ni 100 plus. That's how these guys are on a Pandishwa Bay. When they perform against the big team,
the big teams. But I feel like Brighton played really well.
They did, yeah.
This Derby guy has the same ideas as he's just speaking from where Potter left them.
Yeah.
So hakuna shida ya kustruggle ama kuintegrate, like wana share same ideas.
Exactly.
Because the team was already established. It's not like it was a losing team, then he comes in due to change what.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he found an established team already. And he's carrying on from where Nani left Potter. And they're only getting better. Because if they can do that to Liverpool at Anfield, then anything is possible. They can beat any team on their day.
Anything possible, yeah. Sure, I didn't watch that match because I was concentrating with the Chelsea match, so I have nothing to say about that match.
That I was watching.
Okay.
And I can easily say that Trent.
Yeah.
We should consider switching positions.
Probably learn defending now. Now that you guys have been in case, I think he learned defending now. Still very young. I think he learned defending.
He has to. Because if he continues like this, even his own fans are calling for him to be dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's much deeper than how we thought it was.
So what do you have to say about Salah? Salah has been missing in action. Last season, a time like this, he had
Salah,
scored
Van Dijk. Even before we
hat-tricks.
get to Salah,
Yeah.
Van Dijk was
Yeah.
at fault. The whole 3 games, the 3 goals.
All
Him
three
and Trent,
goals.
they were
Okay.
nowhere to be seen. They were at fault. Kwanza the 3rd goal, Van Dijk alihata ball.
Yeah.
The defender of his caliber, who they considered is greater than Terry, Vidic, Ferdinand, doing that.
Yeah.
Not in my books.
Not in your books.
Yeah.
So what about Salah?
Salah is playing way too wide.
Yeah.
So he's not scoring. He has gone to how many games. Actually, I saw a mad stat that this year Salah scored 6 goals from open play.
2022.
Yeah.
Okay, he's been scoring penalties, right?
That's a mad stat. For a player who they said that he deserved Ballon d'Or. You can't win Ballon with 6 goals.
But last season he started very well. I think this season there's something that is wrong in their team, and especially I think they miss Mane. And as you said, they ni kama wameburn out sahi. Sahi wameburn out. Everyone seems to be very tired, seems to be clueless, especially at the defense, as you said. And then ni kama Robertson hakucheza. I'm not sure. Niliona Tsimikas ndani.
Yeah, Robertson is injured.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Darwin Nunes sat on the bench, waited for an opportunity to come in, but it was too late for him. So,
I remember the dark days when we compared him to Haaland.
yeah, we did.
Dark days those ones. Anyway, that guy, he's still young. He has time to learn.
Yeah.
But Benfica finessed Liverpool a good one.
They did.
100 million.
Yeah, they did. Just as Leicester did to you guys.
Yeah. For the Maguire deal. But there I saw Maguire picture laughing when we were 6-1. Yeah.
Oh, really?
It has been. Maguire was laughing to Kipigwa 6-1. You see the way when they scored the 4th goal, they captured Ronaldo, they captured Fergie. So when we were losing 6-1, they captured Maguire laughing.
Wow.
He has been trending.
So the guy will not be forgiven by Man United fans. They won't forgive him for that.
I don't think they'll forget that. I'll get you the picture.
Don't forget.
I don't think we will forgive that. Laughing at 6-1.
When Varane was injured, I thought he will be given a chance. Unfortunately, he was not considered.
See, alikuwa na limp the last game.
Okay. So he wasn't fit, right?
Yeah.
Ama alikuwa bench. He wasn't fit.
No, like he was just limping. He was injured. Okay. He's injured. Yeah.
Okay. So we've talked about Liverpool. What else do you have to say about Liverpool? I didn't watch that match, so I have nothing to say about it.
Yeah?
What else do you have to say about Liverpool? Of course, for me, I didn't watch that match. The only thing I can talk of is the result that these guys are giving us. Just a shadow of what they did last season. So guys, if you're here for the first time and you've not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel so that every time we are here, you'll be the first one to know. And every time we are here, drop your comment and tell us what you think about some of the topics that we're discussing. Like today, we're talking about Manchester United against Manchester City, on how they were humbled today, 6-3. But some of the positive from that match is that they got the 3 goals in the second half. I mean, they came up in the second half playing very well. We saw Marshall scoring 2 goals, 1 goal from an open play and another one, a very good penalty. Placed it very well, so it was a positive. I mean, from a striker who has not been in the field for some time now, he came in and scored the 2 goals. That is good for his confidence. Then what do you have to say about the defense? The defense they had today, they had Martinez and Varane. Varane is injured. Now it's going to be a new partnership. Martinez is going to face a new partner in the defense. Probably it will be Lindelof. Rather, Maguire might be given a chance to play with Martinez. So tell me what you think in the comment section below. And again, tell me what you think about Liverpool. Liverpool have had a disastrous beginning of the season. They've not been winning matches. I mean, they've been scoring. They've been conceding goals left, right, and center. Some of their best players have not been performing very well. The likes of Van Dijk, the likes of Salah, Matip. Their midfield is also not doing very well. Anderson seems to be causing some problem in the midfield. I mean, they need to replace some of the players in the midfield. Apparently, Arthur Melo is not doing very well. Klopp is not happy with him. So what do you think about Liverpool? Do you think they miss Salah? No. Do you think they miss Mane? Of course, Mane left Liverpool to Bayern Munich. Some of the problems that are facing at the moment, do you also think that it's because they played so many matches last season? It's because they are burning out. It's the real reason as to why they are not doing well this season. You cannot go ahead and tell us in the comment section below what you think about Liverpool, what you think about Manchester United, what you also think about Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal are doing very well at the moment. They're leading the table. They've only lost one match in the 8 matches that they've played. Manchester City are unbeaten at the moment. Which team do you think is going to break the unbeaten record against Manchester City? So go ahead and tell us in the comment section below. So let's talk about Arsenal now. Arsenal, league leaders at the moment. They have 21 points from the 8 matches they've played. They've only lost one match. I mean, they lost against United. They lost against you. And I think seems they seem to be believing that this time they are going to win the league. I mean, they beat Tottenham in a match that was a bit controversial. The red card was a bit controversial. Do you think that was
way too soft?
Yeah, exactly.
That was way too soft.
Yeah.
So haikuwa inafaa kuwa red card. Juu kama ingekuwa red card, we talk about consistency. Because Lokonga did the same thing versus United. Actually was way worse. Juu in FIFA they say
I remember the challenge.
Anything above the ankle is a red card.
Yeah.
Yeah, so versus Everton, Van Dijk did the same thing. Hakupata red card.
Yeah.
So Emerson Royal, I don't know, like ref aliharibu hiyo game. Regardless, Spurs they were losing, but ref aliharibu hiyo game kabisa.
Yeah, sure. And again, I don't think it was necessary for him to make that challenge. Emerson also was a bit stupid when he made the challenge.
Yeah, because
it was also
Martinelli was making his goal. He was in his half. So why was he making that? That's tackle. Yeah,
of course. Now, from that game, what did you see from Arsenal? Do you think there can now be confidence going forward?
Facing big teams, of course. They have to. You see, before in our preview discussing up to these games, I will say that Spurs have been lucky in getting results because they don't press, they don't dominate. Quality has been winning them the games. So this time round, they face a top side.
Yeah.
Now Arsenal knew that Spurs will come to sit back.
Exactly.
So the task Arsenal had is to score first.
Yeah, sure.
So that when you score first, Spurs will look to get an equalizer.
Yeah.
And when they are attacking, they'll commit more players forward.
Exactly.
That way you can hit them and score many goals.
Yeah, sure.
So that plan worked perfectly. They scored, but then miraculously Spurs equalized through a penalty. Then in the second half, Lodi, who was a doubt for the game, made a mistake that allowed Arsenal to take the lead.
Yeah, sure.
Then after that, Spurs had a few moments before they got the red card. Then that killed the momentum at all. So Arsenal had the day.
Yeah, sure. Especially when they scored that goal. I think they had a few moments. They could have scored from the chances that they got. The exchange of passes between Richarlison and Son.
Son, yeah.
Connection, yeah. Those were very good chances they had. If they
They
had
could have
finished
scored
them,
even 3 goals in the first half.
sorry?
Spurs could have scored 3 in the first half after they
Exactly.
equalized.
Yeah, after they equalized, they
Because
got two
Arsenal
good
were
chances.
all over the place.
Exactly. So you feel that Arsenal are now ready to compete for the title?
Very ready.
Okay.
If they manage to beat Liverpool in the next game,
Yeah.
that will give them a boost. Because these players know, in as much as they say that we take a game at a time, I think wanaangalianga nini fixtures.
They do. But the problem now
Yes.
is that they're going to face Liverpool at Anfield. Do you think it's going to be
No,
easy for them?
they are at home and Emirates.
Oh, they're at home.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my turn difference. I thought it was at Anfield because Liverpool
No,
are
they are
Arsenal walikuwa home this time, eh? Oh,
yeah,
Arsenal
you see
walikuwa
what
home, Liverpool walikuwa nyumbani, eh?
yeah, you see what happens ni
Yeah.
Arsenal, Spurs, Chelsea, some other against Fulham, Man U, Man City, Liverpool, Everton. Hawezi play home same weekend wote.
Oh, okay.
The next game we are facing Everton. Oh, wow. So Liverpool have to be away.
They have to be away. Okay.
Yeah, you
Okay,
see,
thank you.
like for us, Manchester, we share lower hotel.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I can see you guys watching. If you're here for the first time and do not subscribe to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel so that each and every time we are here, you will be the first one to know we are discussing something here. And again, today I have given you a link in the comment section. If you want to join us in the discussion, please, you can do that. Follow the link and I'll add you to our studio so that you can give your views about the matches that we're talking about. Today we are talking about Manchester United versus Manchester City. Manchester United, of course, lost 6-3. Of course, there are some positive in the second half. They got the 3 goals, 1 from a penalty, 2 goals for Martial and 1 from Anthony. A very good goal. Tell us what you think about that goal. And again, we are talking about Liverpool. Do you think Liverpool are now on a downward trajectory? What do you think about Klopp? Tell us also. You can also tell us what you think about Arsenal. Arsenal have been winning games so far. They are leading the table. I mean, they have 21 points from 8 games that they've played. You think that now they are now ready to go and compete for the title? And again, we're talking about Manchester City. Do you think Manchester City, of course, at the moment they're unbeaten? What do you think about Manchester City? Do you think they will continue going? They will continue with this form up to the end of the season without being beaten? Tell us what you think about Chelsea again. Chelsea got the 3 points. First game that was presided by Graham Potter at Selhurst Park. Of course, Aubameyang scored and also Gallagher scored. Please go ahead and tell us what you think about those matches. We are doing a weekend review. You can tell us what you think. You can tell us the highlight you got from this weekend's matches and some of the other games that you saw. Inter Milan versus Roma. You can tell us what you saw from that match. You can also tell us what you saw from Pozwana scoring at Leipzig. Give us what you think. Tell us what the opinion that you have about the matches that have been played so far. I don't know whether Real are playing at the moment.
Yeah, they are playing.
Okay, who is leading?
Madrid.
Okay, who has scored? Benzema anacheza leo?
Yeah, Vinicius.
Okay, Benzema is playing.
Yeah, he's playing.
So he's back, man. So let's talk about, of course, we talked about Arsenal, and from what we, from my side, I think I don't think they are. You see, okay, welcome, Sydney. Okay, welcome, Sydney.
Sorry for each up and down, but I'm back.
Okay, do this. Wazaambia urudi
Okay.
tena please.
Sawa.
Kuna echo. Wow. So let's talk about. I was talking about Arsenal, right? For me, I think it's too early for us to call. I mean, it's too early for us to say that they're ready for to compete with the likes of Manchester City and Liverpool. Of course, Liverpool, you can always believe when Rudi or compete, because I remember there was a season that they had a disastrous start of the season, but towards the end of the season they regained their form, and I think they won 13 matches in a row. Was it 13 or 8 matches in a row?
13.
13 matches in a row. So with Liverpool, you cannot write them off. Of course, they have a good coach, they have quality players. So we don't know what will happen, but of course, the benchmark inakuwaga Manchester City na Liverpool. In the last 5 seasons,
sure.
it's always been Manchester City na Liverpool. So every time when you talk about a team that is improving, you have to lazima uta compare kati ya Manchester City na Liverpool. These guys are kuna echo mzee, sijui what is happening.
Toka tena urudi. Toka tena urudi.
So as I was saying, the benchmark is always Manchester City and Liverpool. And if these guys wanaweza kuwa na ile consistency of winning games maybe washinda games kama 7, 8 games in a row, then I'll now be convinced that these guys are now ready to compete. And from yesterday's game, of course the red card changed everything.
Of course.
Even though they had scored their second goal before the red card, but the red card did change everything. Loris made a mistake. So I think we'll see when they play against Liverpool. If they get 3 points against Liverpool, then the confidence will kick in and they will cause some problems this season. Yeah. Okay, that's my thinking about Arsenal. Because last season they had a good season, they had a good run. I think at some point they had a good run. They had walikuwa wameshinda sijui game 5 mfululizo. Then at some point they crumbled. And when they were needed to get the 3 points so that they can even, in fact, 1 point, they were qualified for Champions League, they didn't. So I don't know whether they've worked on that, the mentality part of it, ile ya pressure, so that they can wanaweza shindana na kitu kama Liverpool, because sometimes the pressure ikiwa juu, you see, ukiona Manchester City na Liverpool wakipush themselves to insane limits, like getting 98 points and 97 points, it's about mentality, quality, and also the coach has to be tactically correct. So ukiangalia the two, for now I think their manager amegrasp vile anacheza nao wase. So I think now they should work on the mentality, and of course they have the quality. Now the other question is, do they really have the depth? Because
exactly.
Depth matters.
Because
when you look at Manchester City,
injured,
yeah,
Jesus alikuwa injured, mtu anamreplace ni Nketiah. Na is Nketiah the same level na Jesus? So that's a good question.
Exactly. So if they really, of course they have the quality at the moment. In their first team they have the quality. The manager I think is good now. He's learned over time, and the quality. If they add some good guys, especially at January, wakiongeza mtu kama maybe striker wa maana, and again in their defense wakiongeza some guys, especially on the right back. I think they should look for a right back. So
and also in midfield.
Yeah, and also in the midfield. So if they do that, I think they'll push Manchester City to the limit. They can do that. They can try and close the gap. I think they'll close the gap. They'll try and close the gap. So that's what I expect from Arsenal. And I think goal yao this season I think ni kumaliza top 4. That's the only achievement they can boast of. Because hiyo ndio kitu I think wanataka. That is the next step that they should have. But wakiweza shinda, or rather if they finish second, I think they watakuwa overachieve. But for me I
Just
think their main goal ni kumaliza top 4. And that means Liverpool and Chelsea lazima wakue, Liverpool, Chelsea and Tottenham watakuwa lazima wakue, they are very poor in a way. I mean Liverpool, Manchester City, no, Liverpool, Tottenham and Manchester United.
And Chelsea.
Yeah.
Sisi tunataka tumalize top 6.
You see, no. You guys are you also have quality, you see.
Yeah, we do, but we are not expecting top 4 in the first season.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
but
to
again, of course, yeah. Of course, the goal. In fact, if Arsenal hawatamaliza top 4, of course, last season ilikuwa karibu wamalize top 4. Kama next season hawatamaliza top 4, then the manager has no business in Arsenal now. I don't think he has any business in Arsenal. This time lazima amalize top 4. As for maliza top 4, I don't think he has any business in Arsenal. He should leave. He's tried his best. Ameleta players ambao wanafaa kushinda sasa. So that's what I can say about it.
Last season alitumia 236 million.
Yeah, but he made the wrong signings. The likes of, I think Willian came in at that time.
Yeah, Tavares,
Willian, who left in January?
Pablo Mari,
right? Yeah. So far, so good for Arsenal. They should aim higher. So let's talk about, yeah, exactly. Let's talk about Chelsea now. What do you think about the Cowboys? London Cowboys.
The Cowboys, well, the way they played, I expected that to dominate the game. I didn't expect you guys to create that much.
Yeah.
And also I didn't expect you guys to keep a clean sheet. But I have to give credit to the coach. Yeah?
Did we really dominate the game, really? I don't think we dominated.
Well, in some phases, you did.
Yeah.
Because Palace had more, like, threat mbele ya goal kuliko nyinyi. Every attack they'd make.
Exactly, yeah.
You think, hii inaweza kuwa bao, you see. But you kept them at bay because they didn't even score in the second half.
Yeah, they did not.
Alafu, I have to give the coach credit because alirealize nani alikuwa anachoka. Jorginho.
Yeah, Jorginho.
Then he made the right changes, the right calls.
Yeah.
Then, and again, in football, scripts like that can't be written. When Gallagher came in, I was 100% sure he'll score. Reminded me of that moment when Nani alitoka loan West Ham, Lingard.
Oh, Lingard, yeah.
Yeah, then he faced West Ham tukiwa 1-1. Aliingia na akafunga.
Okay.
Yeah, but the goal Gallagher scored was a beautiful goal. I think hiyo na ya Anthony ndio zitakuwa contenders wa goal of the month.
Na ya
Pate pia. Beautiful goals, those ones.
Beautiful goals, yeah. Beautiful goals. For me,
but there was something controversial. Nani should have seen red card. Thiago Silva.
Yeah, that is true. It's true. I cannot disagree with that.
Yeah, but then credit to Chelsea because alibaki kwa uwanja na mkashinda. So I'm
and actually he's the one who contributed. He's the one who assisted the first goal.
Yeah, pia hiyo boy Aubameyang ni moto. Less strikers can do that by the way.
Exactly.
Now you had predicted they'd score and they scored.
Exactly. So for me, I was happy that he changed the system. He tried 4 at the back, Akaleta Koulibaly. No. He didn't bring him on Koulibaly. I'm so obsessed with Koulibaly. I don't know why. Silva, and in fact, I did not expect Silva to play because I knew that he's a bit tired because alikuwa kwa international break, international duty. I did not expect Silva to play because I really need him to play against Milan. I don't know whether he'll manage to do that. So
when are you playing against Milan?
We are playing on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
So with the back four, I think Nililan Kitu. I think Chilwell is not good this season. Ako chini. Yeah, ako chini. I don't know what. Yes.
Ako chini sana.
Ako down sana. Ako down. I think the only positive I took from that back four was most of those defenders were suspect, especially Fofana. The first goal was his fault because hata hiyo run alirun nao msee angemake tackle mapema sana before msee afike kwa box, then akiwa kwa box alishindwa kumaku.
Aliogopa kumshika kuendea ball juu aliona anaweza mguze ikikwe pena.
Yeah, exactly. And you, kama defender, there's something that you have to do. So for me, hapo walikosea. Then as I've said, the left hand side, most of the time Chilwell was being undone. The only positive I think was from the right hand side. James, as always, is quality plus.
What a player!
Yeah, he's a good player. At the midfield, Kovacic was not good. Sikuona kama amefanya anything. I don't know why. I really didn't know why he was playing like that because the way I'm used to see Kovacic ni msema yana beat press, anarun na ball kwenda forward. But jana, everything that he was trying, he was making passes and blind passes. I didn't know what was happening. Mount the same way. Mount was not decisive. And you see, unaona chenye Gallagher alifanya. That is what we expect to do. Unaona? Something that I've realized, Gallagher ni mzuri akicheza mbele. Because now alikuja akacheza mbele akacheza forward. You remember I told you about a team that I expected to start. Nilikuwa nataka we have Loftus-Cheek as an 8 on the left, then tukue na Kovacic and maybe a 1DM. But we had, of course, we had Jorginho and the Kovacic na Mount. Mount alikuwa sometimes, lakini Mount sometimes alikuwa anaenda mbele because hiyo system ni kama tulikuwa tunatumia two pivot players, Kovacic na Jorginho. And then Mount alikuwa anasonga mbele. Alikuwa kama CM, sometimes na hapa anaingia. So nilikuwa nataka Mount acheze kama vile Gallagher alicheza. You see, Gallagher alipick ball. The exchange between Pulisic and Gallagher was when Pulisic alikuwa na dribble kwenda ndani, Gallagher alidrop akampatia space ya kumpatia ball, something that Mount doesn't do. Mount, when someone is dribbling the ball, he goes to the box. Yani ni kama anamfollow to the box instead of providing a space for him ampatie pass. Providing an option ampatie pass. The intelligence I saw from Gallagher, I think he should start in the second match. If you're going to play the same system, he should be given a chance to start. I don't know whether he has the guts to play for around 75 minutes. I'm not sure about that. But at Palace, he used to play 90 minutes.
Yeah.
At Palace,
even they called him the White Kante.
Sorry?
They called him the White Kante. I remember when they lost versus Arsenal lost versus Palace.
Yeah.
Walikuwa anasema ati hizi vitu za loans zitolewe juu it's a way of rivals wanajenga timu nyingine ndio hiyo timu yao rival wasi succeed because he ran that game, he ran a show. He was everywhere. Yeah, so exactly. I think he has the guy to finish the match.
Exactly. So that
Alafu
guy is good.
there's a time I saw mlipata an indirect free kick.
Ile amount, yeah, exactly.
Then Mount na akili zake 55 akachapa sijui aje.
Ile now, I don't know why he did not even put it on target. I didn't know. Alitaka
Ingekuwa on
kuangalia
target
hapo,
ingekuwa bao.
did not even put it on, eh?
Ingekuwa on target ingekuwa bao.
Exactly. Ingekuwa on target ingekuwa bao. So naona simu yangu inazima wewe. Sasa we have to finish. We've talked about everything. We've talked about the derbies. We've talked about, what do you have to say as we finish? Jose got a win against Milan, against Inter Milan.
Well, I can agree. With you what you said. Yeah? Yeah, I saw it. The volley. I remember when the Champions League draw was out, you actually ruled Inter out because you said hawako, and it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now niliona coach wao wako under pressure.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm expecting Barca to beat them.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so let's meet tomorrow to do the Champions League Nene preview. Then any topic that will come up to Nene tomorrow during daytime to discuss usiku pia. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. You can finish. Amen.
So guys, you saw what happened today. Man City won in the first half, United won in the second half. We are cooking, and as always, guys, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe, and also leave comments. Tell us what you want from this channel. Engage with us. That's the beauty of football. Come, we bunch of people together. Bring your team or bring your friends along. Let's banter them. That's the beauty of football. Have opinions. Be controversial. And also don't forget to give us topics that you guys want to see in the channel. If at all you can't engage with us. So until next time, make sure you subscribe, don't forget. And we are only getting better. We promise you good things and we always deliver. So make sure you join us, subscribe, like, share. Peace out.
Peace out. Thank you so much, Jarvis. You said that you won 3-2 in the second half. That's your argument. Okay, but you lost the battle. You won the war in the second half, but you lost the battle.
But you lost the battle, exactly.
Okay. Let's go tomorrow then.
Okay.
See you guys.